Hi. So making a chocolate orange cake was given to me by a friend of mine many years ago. She was working in a cafe and the cake always sunk in the middle. So she asked me to fix it so that didn't happen. So this is my version of that cake, a chocolate orange cake. It's my husband's favourite cake. It's beautiful, it's got fresh oranges. It's not a flourless orange with almond, it's just like a normal cake. And I will do some versions of every table of every diet in my blog. Let's get moving. We're going to use unsalted butter, caster sugar, vegetable oil, I'm going to use an olive oil, eggs, plain flour, bicarbonate of soda, baking powder, orange zest, orange juice and couverture chocolate. And I'm going to use olive oil for my tin and I'm going to dust with icing sugar. So I'll start with preparing my tin. So I'm using a 28 centimetre springform tin. So again, just like normal, check that we've got a square, which we have. Do a triangle so you have a nice round. I'm going to put a collar on it because the chocolate will stick to the sides of the tin and then it's much easier to take out. I'm using couverture chocolate, so it takes time to set. So that's one of the reasons why it's easier if I do a collar. So shut my round, okay, and then do a collar. It was a big thing actually when I was growing up, when I was at my nan's doing the cake tins. We always used to keep the brown paper. My grandfather was a tailor and after he'd finished with the patterns, she'd keep them so that we could use the brown paper for baking. Okay, now you've got baking paper you buy, but you can use just plain ordinary baking brown paper as well. It works really well. So this is quite a big cake. So I've gonna have set the oven about 170 degrees, just because I want it to cook long and slow so it doesn't burn. Okay, so I'm going to put my collar on first, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to pop my bottom on. Okay, ready to go. So I'm going to sieve my dry ingredients. Okay. So for this cake specifically, I don't usually sieve dry ingredients, but it makes a really big difference with this cake. Okay, we'll set that aside. Okay, so I'm going to zest my oranges now, and then I'm going to juice them and then we'll get started. So we only want the skin of the orange. Set that aside. So it's a good time of year to do orange cake. Okay, so we're going to move forward now and we're going to make our orange juice. So I'm going to take 400 mils of my orange juice. So we've got a flat beater. So I've got butter that's been cubed and I've got caster sugar. Pop that in. Yeah. So we need our eggs. So now my sugar and butter have all incorporated into a nice crumb. So now I'm going to add my eggs one at a time to make it creamy. So I'm going to slowly add my oil. So you can see it's nicely incorporated now. So I'm going to add my orange rind, okay, and then I'll alternate between my orange juice and my sifted dry ingredients. Okay, so we want to end up with a nice smooth mixture that will fold our chopped. So you've got a nice smooth mixture. So now I'm going to fold my chocolate in. So I need half the chocolate in and the other half on top. Okay, it's nicely dispersed, it's not overdone. Okay, so you can see now it's got a nice chocolate all the way through. I haven't over mixed it. It's nice and smooth. And pop it into my tin. So this rises quite a lot, so we don't want to fill it any more than about 3/4 because we don't want it to come up the sides. Okay, so I'm going to pop that in the oven now. Now the cake's fully cooked. Okay, you can see that it's got a nice rise, but it's flat. Okay, so we're now going to pop our chocolate on while it's still warm, and don't put too much on because then it'll be very hard to cut. So let that melt a little bit and then we'll take it out of the tin when it cools. So you can see the cake's cool. It's nicely set. Okay, and I can take it off, which is why it's great to have the collar. Okay. Very carefully take this off, like so, and we've got a great cake. Okay, so we can dust it with a bit of icing sugar. And there you have it. Perfect. Perfect. Looks great.